and welcome to the special episode of Cricket Predictor powered by 1xBet. I am Anant Kaur, ready with all the latest and exciting updates from the world of cricket. Mumbai Indians have stormed into the IPL 2025 playoffs with a commanding 59-run victory over Delhi Capitals. With this win, Mumbai becomes the fourth team to qualify for the IPL 2025 playoffs, joining Gujarat Titans, Royal Challengers Bengaluru and Punjab Kings, who've already secured their spots. At the Wankhede Stadium yesterday night, after losing the toss and being put into bat first, Mumbai Indians posted 180 for 5 thanks to a brilliant half-century by Suryakumar Yadav. In reply, Delhi Capitals were bundled out for just 121 runs in 18.2 overs. For Mumbai, Jasprit Bumrah and Mitchell Santner led the bowling attack with 3 wickets each, while Trent Bolt, Deepak Chahar, Will Jacks and Karn Sharma chipped in with 1 wicket apiece. With this crucial win, Mumbai have sealed their playoff berth, but don't forget both teams will still have one group stage match remaining. On May 24, Delhi Capitals will face Punjab Kings, and on May 26, Monday, Mumbai Indians will take on Punjab Kings. Both matches will be played in Jaipur. And now let's take a look at today's match, which is the match number 64 of IPL 2025 that will see Gujarat Titans take on Lucknow Super Giants. Rishabh Pant's Lucknow side suffered a 6-wicket defeat in their previous game against Sunrisers Hyderabad and are now out of the playoff race. On the other hand, Shubman Gill's Gujarat Titans crushed Delhi Capitals by 10 wickets in their last outing and have secured their place in the playoffs. Gujarat Titans are sitting at the top of the points table with 9 wins, 12 in 12 matches and 18 points. With Lucknow, Super Giants are in the 7th place with 5 wins, 10 points from their 12 matches. And now to discuss this, we have our sports journalist Tauz Rizvi and former India cricketer Noel David. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining in. It's always a pleasure to have you on the show. How are you doing, Noel, today?
I'm fine, thank you, Anand. How are you doing and how is Delhi treating you?
I'm doing very well. Delhi's treating me well, especially certainly not after Delhi lost yesterday to Mumbai, but we are all set for the playoffs. And Tauz, how are you doing today?
I'm on a high right now. Mumbai Indians having qualified for the playoffs, defeating Delhi, sidelining Anand.
Right. That's how it was to be
Sorry that
yesterday.
out, but yeah, I'm on after the way Indians take off.
Yeah, they have took off really well, especially what we saw in the last 2 overs yesterday. Those 48 runs in the last 2 overs. What was that all about? Sky shining at night?
Yeah, Sky has all the abilities. We don't know what he can do exactly. So they have always had this faith. Otherwise, there were times that Sky wasn't performing in the last season. But certainly, you see, in fact, I was just watching his interview. He did not have a single man of the match. You do not have a man of the match award. You have every other award. So finally, he won a man of the match with that beautiful 70 plus score. But then again, he's a happy man, and it's more about it's not about the individual. It's about team and the way they have played together as a team. Mumbai Indians, one of the reasons behind their success is their teamwork. Everybody has showed up whenever it has mattered.
And totally commanding win, especially to get their spot in the playoffs. And now from that match to today's match, Noel, Gujarat Titans have the best net ball percentage in the league. So how much of this can be credited to their top order's intent versus the bowler's discipline we have seen so far in the league?
I think it's the consistency, in all 3 departments. They have been superb from right start of the IPL when it began. They can maintain that phase of being consistency, whether it's batting, bowling or fielding. That's why they are, at top of the table. I think when your team, when your batsmen give you that brilliant start, the confidence level of each individual goes to a very high spot, and especially when the team total is put up, and then the bowlers know what is their job has to be done. That's why you see the dot ball average. Mohammad Siraj is, I think, he's second or third in the dot ball area. Along with Hazelwood and Archer. I think the bowling attack is superb. They have Pradesh Krishna. They have Mohammad Siraj himself, and they have Washington Sundar, they have Sai Kishore, who all are capable of bowling consistency at one area. That's the very important in T20 format. When you pick a line and length, you maintain that consistency bowling there all the time. That's why they are known for the bowling attack very so superb there. That's why they have been at the top, and I hope they continue doing this to lift up the trophy.
Yes, and today they will be more eager to perform well, especially against Lucknow Super Giants to maintain their top position. And thus, Lucknow's Super Giants net run rate sits at minus 0.51 despite having the fourth highest batting run rate. So does this point to a bowling unit letting down by the batters, because we've seen how they have struggled for the bowling since the start?
Yeah, I completely agree. See, the fact is, in T20 cricket or whatever format you pick up, if you don't have a great bowling lineup to complement your batters, then it's of no use. And I mean, injury could be one of the reasons, the lack of combinations, the lack of impact players, or maybe impact players in the sense, the X factors in the bowling. One of the reasons why they have failed, Lucknow Super Giants, and I mean, their top order has been fantastic, but their middle order, again, I would say they haven't been tested. They haven't had that impact. Going further, your bowlers, you have depended on a rookie like Digvesh Rathi, somebody who has been the most responsible guy with a great economy and then wicket-taking ability. So if you're relying on a rookie like Rathi and he's become a superstar, hogging all the limelight compared to other bowlers, so yeah, you can't depend on one or two bowlers. It's a combination from fast bowlers to spinners to people who have the bowlers who can chip in 1 or 2 overs. So there is where exactly the Lucknow Super Giants have lacked. And yeah, their top order, again I said, it's fantastic. They have started off well, but then there is a lot of lack of support from the bowling end. And one of the reasons why Lucknow Super Giants have failed, and their batting record has been still better than their bowling.
Yes, and bowling definitely needs to be improved, and especially towards now today, Digvesh Rathi won't be playing because he's facing a suspension. But he has the best control for LSG, you see, and thrives in the middle over and depth. So can we say that he's being underutilized or being more utilized, and what will happen today now without him?
See, this is his first season. And suddenly you will ask the captain to ask him to bowl, over bowl, under bowl. It's not that. A rookie cannot be trusted immediately in his first season unless he's played a couple of seasons. So the lack of faith right now, I mean,
Yes, yes, yeah, there is a faith which has to be.
Rely on a rookie, a youngster, somebody who's playing his first season. So somewhere or the other, you cannot completely experience with Shardul like Avesh or what are they doing? They have to take up the responsibility. That is why you have seen Rishabh Pant going back to his senior pros. And that is one of the reasons. You can't immediately ask the rookie to come and start taking up the responsibility, take on the bigger batsman. Although he's taken up some serious challenges like an Abhishek Sharma, one of the reasons why he was banned. But yeah, I like that aggression, but you can't go overboard. Somewhere or the other, too much dependency cannot be on a guy who is playing his first season. So yeah, he's been underused or maybe overused. It's not that. It's the point that you cannot completely rely on a rookie or put the whole pressure on a rookie playing his first season.
Yeah, that team is maybe relying too much on him, but we know what Gujarat Titans are relying on. Noel with Sai Sudarshan, Shubman Gill and Joss Butler all having strike rates above 155 and 500 plus runs each. So is GT's top order the most complete unit of IPL 2025 what we have seen so far? Can we say that?
Absolutely, we can say it with a loud voice also, because they have the right ingredients in the team. You see the players what they have. They are mixed combination of seniors and juniors also. They come with a lot of pride into the team. You see the way Shubham Gill is leading. He has guys who are willing to give that 100% on the field. If you see the coach Ashish Nehra so active on the field, that makes the team. They are so eager to go out there and perform. They have the bowlers, they have the batting unit, they have guys who want to dive around on the ground and save runs, take those brilliant catches. That's why they are at the top of the table now. That's why they are winning most of the matches. Out of, I think, 12 matches, they have won 9 matches. So you can see the average of each guy when they got and to perform. They have the unit, batting unit, which at the top, which gives you the power play, initial power play at the start. They have guys at the depth who wants to go at the number for when there's 5 overs remaining or 3 overs remaining to go out there and hit big sixes. They have everything placed in order for the Gujarat Titans. That's why I know this team is top notch. They are ready to go.
Yeah, they have everything and they're showing it off. But those, when you see what Lucknow Super Giants had, especially Nicholas Puran, he was doing very well. And we've seen that he was striking at 197.83 with unreal numbers versus spin, 420 versus the left arm finger spin. So can we say that he's the big basher of spin in the tournament? But lately that's not the case we've been seeing.
Yeah, Nicholas Puran has been one of the most impactful players, one of the reasons why Lucknow Super Giants took off so on a high. But once his form dwindled down, it was difficult for them to bounce back in this tournament. And you had Mitchell Marsh, who did well. You had Aiden Markham, but Nicholas Puran was outstanding. But once his form dwindled, it went downward. It was all difficult for Lucknow Super Giants. So somewhere or the other, you need to Nicholas Puran again. I mean, this is his last game. You can't expect him to go all out again. He'll be keen on scoring today as well. I mean, for any batter, it's about scoring runs, whatever matches, whatever the situation, whatever the condition, or whatever is required. You need to go out there, score runs, and that is what he'll be looking forward to. But for Nicholas Puran, unfortunate that the or maybe Lucknow Super Giants, the middle order could not complement or could not back up their good top order when they were in good form. But once they dwindled, once they went downward, it was the form of the middle. It was the middle order's responsibility to take up the job, which they did not take. So again, completely blaming Nicholas Puran's out of form is something I wouldn't be happy about. So yeah, there is a chance of the form going up and down. It's a long series, 14 matches, or maybe if you qualify 14 plus matches. So there will be phases where there are going to be difficult conditions. There will be the time when you won't be in form. Just like how Abhishek Sharma, the form of Abhishek Sharma started on a high, then a low, then suddenly you found him, people talking about him. So it's consistency. You can't expect him to perform in 14 games continuously. So somewhere or the other, the middle order has to come up. Rishabh Pant has to come up, and again the other guys, Ayush Badoni, what are they doing? So other guys have to pull up their socks as well.
There are a lot of socks to be pulled in, especially for a team who has the highest paid player in their team. And Noel, when you see that Rishabh Pant averages just 12.27 with a strike rate of just 100, especially in a big tournament like IPL. So should Lucknow Super Giants consider a different role for him, because maybe where he's batting, that is not what is suiting him well?
I think this is the saddest part of the LSG team. They all expected Rishabh Pant to perform this year, lead the side well, get runs as he used to get before. But ultimately, Rishabh Pant is not being there what everyone expected out of him. He's been out of form, he's been out of sort. Nothing is going through his way. Whatever he's trying, it's backfiring him. I think the only thing, if I was, or if anybody else, you use a little bit and say, okay, why don't you go up the batting order? Why don't you open the innings? You have done it before. Why don't you go up the order and go then express yourself, which is important. I think Rishabh Pant is capable of opening the innings. He should have opened the innings, go out there, take time, because there's 20 overs, settle down for 1-2 overs, what's happening, and then you can play your inning. I think there was a quote recently where Sanjay Bangar has apparently told, Rishabh Pant has to change his batting style, his mindset, and so on, so on, so on. But I think that's the truth. He needs to change himself. He needs to adapt to what the conditions are, and that suits him very well. He's a big player. He is capable. And the only thing is that he needs to think what is going wrong within himself. There's no one else can help him. It's himself who has to help himself. And I think that if he can change his batting style, go up the ladder, go up, open the innings, play the medium paces, settle down, and then you can play the way you want to. That's the only setup they can do, and the only change they can do with Rishabh Pant.
Yeah, while he's not getting much time on the pitch, there is Prasidh Krishna, who's not letting anyone stay more time when they are playing. So, Taz, we've seen that how Prasidh Krishna's economy of 7.85 and 21 wickets make him GT's standout bowler. Can he be the enforcer against LSG's aggressive middle order, which is not that much, but still with the hitters like Nicholas Pooran and Abdul Samad today?
Yeah, Prasidh Krishna. Definitely, I mean, they are fun. One of the reasons why GT have been so successful is because of their bowling. Yeah, Mohammad Siraj, Prasidh Krishna. These guys have been force improved. I mean, I remember that South Africa tour last year. He was struggling. He was being criticized heavily for not having bowling too much short ball. But then the way this guy has improved himself with bowling. Playing those cutters. He loved this format. He's from this particular IPL. I mean, coming into the limelight, obviously he's performed in the red ball cricket, but the IPL has given him a lot of attention. Then again, Mohammad Siraj, I mean, he was going through difficult phase last year. He was dropped from Champions Trophy. Now complementing each other very well, and it's a good combination between the I think, Prasidh Krishna has been very, very impressive, and he would considering and going and being intending to more wicket haul. The chances of getting their personal scores, personal wickets numbers, right, or maybe on a higher side, because this could be an opportunity for Siraj and Prasidh Krishna to go in for it, because I mean the top order has been looking shaky recent times for Lucknow Super Giants. The middle order has not been convincing. So this is the best time to rip through the batting attack of LSG, and I think both the batters will be licking their lips and be keen to take on the attack.
Yeah, we'll see Prasidh Krishna getting more wickets today and be that the purple cap holder. And now looking at both teams' death over efficiency and boundary percentages, where is the game likely to be won or lost today? And especially when you think that who is going to be that X factor?
Any team which has ticked their boxes right, I think that will be the key factor, because this game is all about, having the right ingredients, the right combination, the right 11 in your side, important. And your batting has to come. Use the power play we use very well, and bowlers bowling a line. The key factor will be the bowlers bowling a good line and length in a T20 format, and I think that will be the key factor in today's game. Otherwise, any team which doesn't bat well initially, doesn't use the power play, don't put the score on the board, then it becomes a little bit difficult to defend that. But it is the bowlers which has to do the duty later on.
Yes, and we've seen how Narendra Modi Stadium pitch works more for pacers here. So, Taz, when you see the GT scoring almost equally well against pace 10.13 and spin 9.98, so what's for bowling strategy should LSG be, putting up to disrupt their rhythm, especially at home where they have a great winning record?
I don't know what other plans are. I mean, they have to. It's Gujarat are playing at home, right? It's their home ground, so it's going to be very, very difficult. I mean, they'll have to wait for a law of averages for them to fail, because the kind of form, I mean, it's fantastic. It's very difficult to stop them, and I hope they continue that way, because I wouldn't want as a GT fan, or maybe a Shubman Gill fan, the way these, or maybe a Sai Sudarshan, become a fan for his simplicity, the way this team has batted. It's very simple. It's nothing extraordinary. It's nothing out of the box, nothing unconventional. They have played the way cricket should have been played, and in a very beautiful way. So I don't think so. There could be any strategy, considering they are lacking everywhere. Lucknow Super Giants, but they will only have to hope for a law of averages to come good. Otherwise, I don't think so. They will be able to stop. Or only if they play false shots or wrong shot selection, which has rarely happened in this particular IPL. It's difficult to stop them. Only the players from LSG captain or maybe the franchise owner can help them. Beat the bats of the top order of Gujarat Titans.
Yes, and we will see all come into foray today. And quick prediction, Thos, who's going to come up with a win today?
I hope Gujarat Titans, because again it's sad to it will be sad to see Gujarat Titans if they fall like 9 pack of pins, because they have lived up to the expectations, they have lived up to the hopes of the fans, and the way they have delivered with simplicity. I think they are favourites, one of the sides that everybody would be backing, not just in this particular game, but throughout, for the way they have played their cricket within their limitations and exceeding their expectations. So somewhere or the other, I think favourites for me is Gujarat Titans in this particular game, and I'm looking forward to Mohammad Siraj get some good wickets on this wicket, and along with that, Prasidh Krishna as well.
And Noel, who is going to come up with that victory today?
I'm not going with any hopes, but I'm going with a lot of confidence, and I'm going to back Gujarat Titans because the way they are playing their cricket, the way they are delivering each this thing, when it comes to winning. I think today's game, it's going to be Gujarat Titans.
Okay, so we are up all for Gujarat Titans. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining in. It's always a pleasure talking to you and listening to your insights and prediction. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in. You know where to tune in. This is your favorite cricket predictor show. See you tomorrow at the same time.